stand as a people with one song, with one voice.
The federal government of Nigeria has been called upon to prioritize the growth and development of the Niger-Delta region, which is recognized as a crucial revenue-generating area for the nation. This call was made by Ambassador Godknows Ighali, the national chairman of the Pan-Niger-Delta Forum, PANDEF, during a recent media briefing at his office in Abuja. Ambassador Ighali expressed gratitude to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for his efforts towards the region, but emphasized that the Niger-Delta is in urgent need of substantial development across various sectors, including infrastructure, roads, bridges, education, and healthcare. He encouraged all residents of the Niger-Delta to actively participate in PANDEF, highlighting the organization's commitment to fostering growth and development in the region.
My name is Dr. Godknows Ighali, an ambassador, former federal permanent secretary, former secretary to Bayelsa State Government, a former advisor to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and former federal permanent secretary of Power and Water Resources. Today, I'm the national chairman of the Pan-Niger-Delta Forum, as well as first vice president of the Academy of International Affairs. Pan-Niger-Delta Forum is the mother body of all the people of the Niger Delta. We are the apex body, bring together all sociocultural bodies. We are the apex body. We were formed in 2016, led by my father, Chief Dr. Senator Edmund Clark, in order to create a platform for the people of the Niger Delta. It has had various groups from pre-independence time, when we had the core movement, Calabar Goja Rivers movement, to the Midwest movement, South People's Assembly, South People's Organization, until in October 2016, PANDEF came on board, bringing together all the ethnic groups, all the various people. So we're the apex body, and we stand to advocate for the rights of the Niger Delta, for the interests of the Niger Delta, for the identity of the Niger Delta, not only in Nigeria, but in the global space, to make people know who we are, what our aspirations, and what are our challenges, what are our gains, what are our hopes. I'd like to state the fact that the Niger Delta remains the goose that lays the golden egg in Nigeria. Therefore, we remind the federal authorities, led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to always remember us. We know he has done a few things for us, and we appreciate those things he has done. But at the same time, we always remind that relative to other regions, we are still behind. The amount of money allocated for infrastructure, the amount of money allocated for almost everything in Niger Delta still lags behind. So, Mr. President, we are your people, and we hope that you continue to have us in mind. And even we, the people of Niger Delta, have always supported the efforts of this government, particularly in the oil industry. It is we, the people of Niger Delta, that have ensured stability in the region of oil production. Sometimes different agencies try to claim the military, the security. No, it is the people that have created the right ambience, the right environment for the oil industry. And we know that since I assumed office, well, I don't know what to say, but we have kept alive the voice of the Niger Delta in the civic space. That's first thing. So there's nowhere things happening in Niger Delta, PANDEF will not be there. We are permanent members in appearance in National Assembly, in all manners of bills, whether it is coastal bill and the various issues of the Petroleum Industry Act and the discussions on the Constitution, different parts of the country will participate, discussions on other issues. We are always there to contribute, to give the perspective of the Niger Delta, and we've been advocating strongly for the issue of infrastructural development, which has gingered the federal government to do a number of actions. For example, the South Development Commission, the president did not sign, he refused assent, and then when we went to PANDEF to go and see him and pleaded with him, finally it was signed and brought into law. And we've been also very active and vocal on certain political developments like the situation in Rivers State. We had to hold the view and project the view of the people of the Niger Delta on the issue of restoration of democracy to Rivers State and bringing back of the governor of Rivers State back to office. So these are issues that we have been following up from time to time. Our position on the issue of artisan mining is connected with the issue of modular refineries. The federal government under President Buhari, when especially when Osibanjo was acting president, agreed with us that the same way they align youth in the north and the illegal miners, some to be converted to become legalized miners, they should also give us the right and the licenses for our people, particularly those who are involved in illegal refining activities, to be legalized so they can pay taxes, they can employ people, they can protect the environment. And we are sure that there will be a fund that will be called Modular Refinery Fund. But this never, after Kachuku left, it was never followed up. We tried our best to follow up. We have again brought it up to this present government. We hope that it will be given due attention. Well, number one challenge is making people understand that we exist not for ourselves. Every person of the Niger Delta origin, born of Niger Delta, is a member of PANDEF automatically. So those of us who are elected are only burden bearers to bear the burden of others and to keep our people together. Um, at the substantive level, there are issues that we have continued to emphasize, like the environment. Our environment is the most damaged environment in the world. What Nemo Bassi calls environmental genocide. It's like a genocide. So we try to create awareness of all to these challenges that we have as a people. But besides that, we are dealing with other issues, funding and so on. And we are here to get proper level of active participation of our people in terms of supporting our activities with resources that we need to create more impact. But gradually we are creating a needed impact. We are providing a needed leadership, and we are, as an organization, moving forward. Pandef has become a household name in all of Nigeria under the short time that we have been there. And we intend to continue to sustain that momentum and tempo. We're looking at many things. For example, the area of education is very important. We're trying to create a platform to promote more educational penetration in Niger Delta. The question of environment I mentioned, to keep fighting for environment, to keep also focusing on the question of the oil industry, oil and gas. It's kind of monkey they go back the chop. The oil is in our area, but we are not really in the industry. We are not there. So we keep advocating for it. And the discussion on Nigeria, constitutional reform, devolution of power, restructuring, Pandef is on top of it in driving the Niger Delta position. The post-independence First Republic was, the fiscal regime was very clear. Now what you produce, you keep 50%, then 30% to the distributed pool and 20% to the federal government. We have deviated far from that. Now they pay us 13% and it's like a big deal. We will keep advocating. Or the local government structure in Nigeria, where some states like Bayelsa have only 8 local governments and others like Kano have 44 local governments. And we say no, local government should be at the tier of the states. Let states create as many as they like. The federating units are the states. And we also believe that the geopolitical zones should be administrative units, not federative units, but administrative units that are convenient for states to collaborate among themselves. And so we are advocating for all these issues, and we keep fighting for the people of the Niger Delta. And we are trying to also create an investment fund where we can put resources together to invest in critical sectors such as gas, such as agriculture, and also mining, forestry. Many states in the Niger Delta are rich with minerals. People don't know. Maybe people are mining illegally, but we tend to have a corporate entity that will invest in these things. And then we will also holding an annual investment summit and a political summit of all our leaders to talk among ourselves. These are all plans that are in process and we're working on them.
In conclusion, Ambassador Igali appealed to President Tinubu to restore democratic governance in Rivers State, underscoring the importance of political stability for the region's progress.
We also once more appeal to the federal government, let democracy return to Rivers State to help us, to make us happy. People of Niger Delta remain strong. We are under very good leadership. Our father, Chief Edwin Clark, did not leave us without preparing many of us to continue his work. And irrespective of ethnic identity, irrespective of language, we are one. I tell people all the time, each of us has traces of all blood from around the Niger Delta. You look at a typical man in Warri area, maybe his grandfather is a Shikri and it's a John, maybe his grandmother is a Soko and it's a John, or maybe it's Urobo and his great grandfather is a Shikri or Isoko or Kwale. So we are all one. And let us remain one, remain united, and cooperate with those who are political authority or as our governors to make sure that we drive development to Niger Delta and create it as a hub of peace in Nigeria.